Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some blueprints. Excited to explore more of the house. But before we get started, I am going to try to set up some Twitch things. Or I guess more so streaming things. Okay, good. So YouTube is live and the chat is integrated. Good. All right. Let's continue from where we left off. Day 9. Still have a lot to do, especially when it comes to trying to find the basement key, looking for sigils, the existence of which we discovered last time. Actually getting to the antechamber. I haven't done that yet. Kind of surprised. I haven't been to the antechamber in the demo, and it basically just forced you to quit your save. So I haven't been too focused on it right now, but I think it would still be a good idea. We also need to access the, what is the name of the room? The shelter. I have somewhere written down in the notes what day you start on, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get the little safe that's in there open. Get another red letter. But the red letter in the shelter is the only one that I've actually found in the demo. So let's go ahead and draft that. Come on down here. And I will need to take a look at my notes here, so give me just a second. What day do we start on in this game? Pulling up the old Google Docs that I had going on beforehand. So the first day is Saturday, November 7th. So that was day 1. So, and we're on day 9. So I believe that would be November. Oh boy. So that means the 14th would be day 7. So 16th. So Monday, November 16th, I think. Let's do 12 p.m. And we'll see if that's right. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in the Mount Hollidays laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically lock. Actually, was that lock or unlock? 0.9. Unlock. That makes more sense. So I think like the goal with drafting this would be to get into the laboratory and just start an experiment that you can trigger over and over again. And eventually, all the doors in the house will unlock, which is pretty nice. Let's see if there is anything else in here that's new. canned veggies. You love to see it. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we have agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Vitamins? I think Simon needs some of those, I'll be honest. Anything secret back here? Nope, same old, same old. If we get another little burning lamp or whatever, I wonder if we can ignite the gasoline that's there. I kind of doubt it, but... Also need to remember that at 12 p.m. at noon we need to go back down there. So we have some time. I think my strategy will to go up the right side, and then around the 5th or 6th rank start cutting over to the left side. My goal will be to unlock the garage in the upper part of the house without unlocking any of the rooms down here, and then hopefully we can get like some green rooms or some secret garden rooms opened up over here, and then we can like explore the outside of those rooms. We'll see if that works or not. I did that a little bit in the demo. Okay, cool, we get to go to the conservatory. I have never been in this room, and there's a rook in this room. Wow, big windows. All right. Before we interact with the big thing, is there anything else to interact with? Can't pick those. Aha. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage, West Wing Hall. Her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. Oh, interesting. I've never seen her ladyship's chamber. So I'll need to... That's another reason to go up and around and then down to the left, is because we might be able to get this room. East Wing only is the East Wing Hall and the master bedroom. Have never found the master bedroom either. Other special cases, conservatory, only draftable in a corner, and the bookshop, only draftable from the library. So next time we draft the library, we'll need to find the bookshop if we can. Very neat. All right. And in conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Ooh, we do need the archives, but also, today you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. I think I'm going to make the archives more common. So let's make the archives commonplace. I might need to change that later, but we'll see. Oh, you can do all of them. Interesting. Okay, the billiard room is in general a room that I like, so I'm going to keep that as commonplace. Conservatory. Or sorry, not conservatory. Observatory. We do need to get to 50 stars, so I do think I'm going to make that commonplace. This is a really cool room. I'll need to be sure to draft this one more often. Only draftable from a corner, though. Let's grab that. There's a chest in this room. We'll need to remember that. Well, there's the archives. I'm not picking it there, though. Security might not be a terrible idea, just so that I can go ahead and adjust the rarity of the electronic doors. But this is also a good spot for the guest bedroom, so I'll just choose that. Oh, well, that fixes that issue. Very nice. Now I can go to security and increase the rarity of those doors. Anything that I missed? Nothing. Let's change that to high. And I'm going to change the offline mode to unlocked, just in case I draft the breaker room and accidentally turn off the security system. I wouldn't put it past myself. Let's do this. Let's see, that would be 15. 16, 21 minus 20 would be 1, times 15 would be 15, divided by 5 would be 3. All right. I almost wonder if I should just like go up the center and then try to go left. I don't think it will, because I've noticed that a lot of the times when you start going through the center, the rooms which have T intersections usually point left and right and not upwards, unless you're against a wall where they're forced to point upwards. So I think I will continue on this way. I am protected from the first 3 red rooms I draft. I think I'll just draft the chapel. Is there any change in the chapel after you've taken shelter? Not that I see. Oh, first locked door. Let's try this way. You can see the hallway or the corridor would be good here. I'm going to choose the hallways, or I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll choose the hallway so I can go further upwards. Another hallway, don't mind if I do. Hallway, closet, or commissary? I think I'll actually choose the hallway closet here to get an extra item. Oh, that was a good choice. I think it's actually worth it going back to the den and smashing open the trunk, just so that I have more supplies for later on. Let's do that. Come on, be good. You know what? I'll take it. Would have really liked to see a key, but the dice are nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Let's grab a nook here. Continue our westward journey. Now I don't want to go left. I'll use a key here. Yeah. I'm thinking a hallway is my best bet here. I am a little bit worried that I'm just like flooding my future house choices with like hallways, but you know what? Could be worse. A hallway would guarantee that I get to the edge over here, but it would also cause it to be very hard going upwards later on. So I think I'm going to take the courtyard. Shovel, very nice. Time to dig. Ah, brick, wonderful. An old tin can. Ooh, yeah, let's try going up to here and over to the left here and trying to get the garage. I think it's probably worth it using keys. Again, it's the same problem there where if I go left here and take the garage, I'll be stuck. So I think it's worth it using a reroll here. Try to get, yeah, a hallway's really good to get. Okay. Please don't be locked. It's locked. Locked. But I can go downwards here. And if not, I have enough steps that I can go all the way back to the front and start exploring this area. I think I'll take the archives here. Does, kind of... Yeah, I think it's worth it. Even though I won't be able to see all the choices. It allows me to read all of the lore stuff that I've been passing up so far. Can't believe I haven't been to the archive until this moment. Well, I guess there's a lot of reading for me to do. Time to take a sip of water. Alright. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as her pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Oh, you know what? Oh, you make VTuber models? That's so cool. Awesome. I will keep that in mind. I appreciate it. January 27th, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. November 11th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, although the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Reddington Herald. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the waved down a local This is the 3rd major. Last year is anticipated, charged by the crowd. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to with grand treason. Spooky. February 21st, 87. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fennes have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guards, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Ordina Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, evidence may suggest that the thief was politically motivated. I think Ordina Aries is one of the angels that was mentioned in the chapel. I think the 7th one. I didn't pick that up last time. Well, there we go. We got through all the news clippings. And I guess we'll be coming back soon in order to open one of these filing cabinets. I'm guessing it's this one right here, since it was a single filing cabinet that was shown in the aquarium. Alright, let's continue downwards to see if we can get a key. Locked? Never mind. I think I'm just going to actually go all the way back up and around to the very start. I am wasting some steps, but I think in the long run it'll be worth it. Let's go upwards. Pantry it is. Grab some gold. And a banana, why not? I want to go to the right if possible. Parlor. I do want the storeroom for the key, but I'm just gonna hope I can get that later on. The black box is black. The black box is true. The black box is empty. So this is obviously a true statement. If we assume that this is a true statement, actually, this needs to be a false statement, right? Because if this is a true statement, then this has to be a true statement, and there can't be three true statements. So, this is a false statement, which means that this is a false statement, which means that it is full of gems. There we go. I can see the hallway being good here. Yeah, I think we take the storeroom here, and then go all the way back up here and take a left. I mean, we could also always gamble and open up the door, and then try to get the storeroom after that, too. I think we should play it safe. I also forgot to dig in the conservatory. Oh well. Oh, there we go. That's convenient. Don't want to open that yet. Although I guess it couldn't hurt, but oh well. Servants' quarters. Gain a key for each bedroom in the house. That would be 2 keys. I think I'd rather take this corridor. We do also need the utility box in order to access the garage. You know what? Let's take the utility box. Back we go. So I suppose that crown is supposed to have rubies in it. Interesting. It should also be noted that there are rubies within the little vaults within this house, so I'm thinking that there's Something that good old uncle wasn't telling us. Come on, garage. I have one die roll, too. Hey, would you look at that? I only have 17 steps, though, huh? Well, this is going to be interesting. Let's not waste any, I suppose. Although I don't have the key to the secret garden. Interesting. How should I go about doing this then? Maybe I go back up and then try to explore some of the area up here. I really need the dining room, or oh, what else would give me steps? Yeah, let's take the corridor here. I guess I do have the sleeping mask, so any bedroom will give me steps, but the nursery would be very good. I think passageway is actually worth it here. Gives me the most options. Yeah, let's use a key. Terrace. Green rooms do not cost the gems to draft. The laboratory. That might be nice. I'm using up a lot of my resources, though. Kinda scary. Let's do the laboratory. Is there anything useful in here? Doesn't look like it. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, gain one key, one gem, or one gold selected randomly. Or each time you find some trash while digging, gain one gem, one key, one gold randomly. It's definitely going to be one of those two. I think I'm going to use the security door one. We'll see if that ends up paying off in the end. Now I really need a bedroom. Preferably the nursery. I suppose it's better than nothing. +5 steps. Might as well grab the free gem while I'm here. Yoink. I'm just taking one of the rubies that was stolen from the royal family. No worries. And I'm going to spend it on unlocking rooms in my house. A classic, if you will. I could... Oh. Tough. I could do bedroom, or I could do secret passage to get to a bedroom. Try to get the nursery there. Or I could... This does block me off from going to this side, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think I will do the bedroom here. Okay. I'll use the key, why not? Ooh. Oh, this is perfect, because the patio is one of the rooms that has the file cabinet key. Very nice. A rock. The attic. Ooh, this is one of the rooms that I was talking about where I've never been in one. Do I have the leeway to choose it? I have 18 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I need to choose it. Let's see what it is. I did see that this was draftable in the demo, but I only saw it once, and the time I did see it, I just didn't have the gems in order to do it. Very exciting. What secrets do you hold, attic? Interesting. So this is Baron Thomas Sinclair, I think, and so this must be Herbert and Simon. I'm not sure which one's which. I think that's the older one. I honestly can't remember. There's something he's pointing to, though. Wish I had a magnifying glass. That's nice. Look at that cog. Ooh. Okay, can't open that. April 12th. Dear Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with the Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, Editor. Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Concetta Circuit, 02117-2765. Change the ending to political. Ooh, okay. So I suppose the last page of The Red Prince has been changed in some way. The page that says like the book is the one that we're reading in the same room, which I believe does have text and small print on the book that the illustration is holding. So that might be the true phrase or the true ending of the book in there, maybe. I'm not sure. I wonder, I'll need to go back to the archives and see if this Thomas Yander person is one of the people who was arrested. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think he was, though. What the heck? You can get back here? What the heck? Secret. Okay. So, pile of boxes. Basically, one down and one over from the top left. That's kind of crazy that I found that. Where is this pile of boxes, I wonder? It doesn't appear to be up here. I wonder if it's down in the tunnels. That's the only place I remember having a bunch of stacked up boxes. Or maybe it's in the little secret room of the trading post. Either way, that's pretty cool. Broken lever, coin purse, key, all sorts of goodies. A safe deposit box key. I believe we use those in the vault. I think there's like one more item in this room, but there might not be. Oh, I guess this is the little airplane that was written about in the book in the bunk room that was thrown into the bushes. It really looks like this should be interactable with, but I suppose not. Anything else back here? Nope, just that drawing. Well, I should have been keeping better track of the items I was finding, I suppose, but I'm gonna assume that's everything here. Pretty neat. Okay, time to go back to the archives. I still don't have the key to the secret garden, unfortunately. First things first, let's see if we can use this file cabinet key anywhere. Ah, here we go. An upgrade disc. I'm not sure if I have the footsteps for that. East Reddington Hospital. Certificate of birth. This document attests that Mary Matthew Espin was born to Lady Clara Espin and Simon H. Sinclair. In this hospital at 4:05 a.m. Tuesday, the 22nd day of January, and the 6th era, 1958. And witnessed here, whereof East Reddington Hospital certifies that the information above is true as verified by its duly authorized officer of the Fen Areas Registrar of Persons, Lily Rizian Rose, Sarah Drivian. Oh, and here's one of the sigils that we were talking about. This is the Fen Areas sigil, with it being kind of a war-dominated country filled with fog and with the red color. I'm not sure, I'll be honest, if you take an upgrade disc but aren't able to use it, if you lose it or not. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I might grab it on my way back, depending on what I draft here. I do have a die. Ooh, the dining room is very good. Free dinner? Yes, please. No boiler room, but that's all right. Let's munch and crunch. Well, that does make me a little bit less stressed about using my steps. For better or for worse, I should say. Let's drive the veranda. More steps, very nice. Believe it or not, before I go further down, I kind of want to... It's just one room that I can unlock here, but I'm almost wondering if it would be worth it. Because I really would like to get the key to the secret garden. So if I'm able to draft, like, say, a locksmith, or some room that would have a secret key. Be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not too far away. I think it's worth it. 16 steps there and back. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh wait, but before that, I'm adding in an extra 2 steps to grab the upgrade disc. Come on. Let's be good. All of these are really bad. I think it's worth it using a reroll here. Coat check, huh? What items do I have on me? I have the lever, which could be good. I don't think the commissary can have the special keys. I think I'm going to draft the coat check just in case. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Ooh, a parlor upgrade. Awesome. Oh, what is this? Huh. I honestly don't think that's really worth it because it does change the layout of the room though. I'm kind of afraid of picking it because I feel like often it would like net you either 2 or 1 gem. Maybe if I complete the game and do another run on all the upgrade discs, I'll choose as many like red rooms as I can. Just see what that's like. But as it stands, I think that I'm going to choose 3 gems as the prize. I don't see how 2 wind-up keys would end up being useful unless you can use wind-up keys for other things, and I'm unaware of that. But for now, I think I'll choose a 3-gem prize. All right. Guess there's nowhere to go but back. We can hope we can get some sort of... Oh, I guess there is the outside room. I wonder if that would have anything. No, I already chose the shelter. No, I think I'm probably out of time. Oh, the time isn't up yet. I still have a couple more hours. Well, I need to be fast then. The garage is open, so it probably would have been better for me to just leave the house through the garage instead of going through all those rooms. But either way, let's go out here real quick. Time to get to the safe before it closes. Unless it's already closed, in which case that would be pretty unfortunate. Come on. Ooh, it is closed. I wonder if it is the 15th instead of the 16th, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, I'll need to draft this again at some point and try a different date and time. Oh, I can change this again. Um... I think it was like just past 3, so I'll do 4 p.m., 5 p.m. I'll try 4 p.m. November 15th. We'll see if that works. So if I do this, what does it say? Unlock time confirmed November 15th, 4 p.m. Alright. See if it was the 15th or if I just missed the time window or whatever. Let's go back and enter through the garage this time. Although, actually, let me double check, which would be faster. Yeah, I can go through the garage and come down to the dining room. That's probably my best bet. Oh, one thing that, before I go there, the reason why I wanted to draft green rooms was to see if there was anything like on the outside of these rooms that was of importance. Looks like the veranda doesn't really have anything worthwhile. Did use up one of my steps taking a look at that, unfortunately. But good to know. Goodbye, my poor steps. The nursery would give me 10 steps. Yeah, let's do that. I don't have a magnifying glass, unfortunately. Oh, it's this ending, I suppose. This is the ending book. Very interesting. I'm not too set on unlocking the shelter today. So if we're able to, we're able to. If not, it's no big deal. Because it will take 2 more in-game hours to unlock. That might be more time than I'm willing to wait. I wonder if there's anything on the outside of the terrace. It's either that or the observatory, which would also be good. You know what? Let's draft the terrace to find out. Do I have enough steps to get back? I think so, just barely. I can hope. 3 steps. 2 steps. Let's take a look at this from the outside. See if there's anything secret. Oh. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. No, not really. I know that the secret garden does have some sort of secret on the outside of it that I wasn't really able to figure out. But as far as this goes, looks just to be rather plain. I only have 2 steps left, so there's not too much I can do. I suppose I will try to get the safe unlocked another time. I think my strategy would be to find the vault, which I know has the date written in it, and then I can just draft the shelter on the following day and get the letter that way. But what I will try to do is go down to the little tunnel here and see if I can break open the box that was marked in that little drawing you saw. Oh, this is already lit up because I lit it up the previous time. Interesting. So that doesn't change. Did I read this? I'm not sure if I read this, so I'll do that now. Scripts and Rudford Mining Company. Excavation Department. Foreman's Log 621. Date 6/18/1918. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be backed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of the gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem to be the type to value shiny baubles over history. There are a lot of boxes here, but I'm not seeing the particular, like, stacked up box arrangement that I saw in that drawing. So this might be the wrong place, or maybe I just need to somehow get past the boxes. Well, either way, I think that's about all we can do during this day. I suppose I'll check the time just to see if the vault is open, but I don't think it is. Not yet. We would need to wait another in-game hour and a half. And honestly, if I do that, I'm just going to, like, kind of trim down a video and post it to YouTube or something. Anyways, I do want to take a look at this, though. Grab a screenshot of this. Very nice. And with that, let's call it a day. All in all, I think that it was a fairly successful day. We did get a lot of rooms, but we didn't accomplish any of the major goals, which is unfortunate. But there's always next time. Alright, day 10. After being limited to 4 days for so long, being at day 10 is kind of crazy. wonder if there's a time limit as to when, like, you are kicked out of the house, given that I believe it was stated in the will somewhere that it needed to be done in a timely fashion. What was that? Like, I don't know. Let's try the same strategy this time. Oh, I can't get the conservatory again. You know what? I feel like the more times I draft that, the better things will be in the long run. Might as well get this hallway out of the way. This hallway closet, I should say. Even though I'm not getting 3 items. It's one less dead end to worry about later down the line. There's a trunk in this room. Okay. It's like all of these I want to be more common. Like, especially the workshop. That's a good room. The Great Hall. You know what? I'm going to put that as commonplace as well. It does require a lot of keys, so I'll kind of need to treat it like a dead end room. But there is a particular room in here that will be helpful for me later on, so I'll set that as commonplace as well. And the nursery is already commonplace, and I kind of want to keep it that way. Alright. Very nice. Let's hope we can go straight from here. Yup. Workshop. Or do I just go for veranda immediately? That might not be a bad idea. I can draft the workshop later after I get the items from the veranda. Or other green rooms, I should say. An old tin can, very nice. An old tin can, wow. Double tin can. Let's continue the strategy of just crawling up this wall here. Then trying to get over to the left. You're more likely to draw green rooms when drafting. Since I already have the veranda, I feel like that's a pretty good thing to get. Although, this is one of the rooms that I would kind of prefer to have on the left side, but we'll take it, I also just remembered that I didn't actually grab what is it called? I didn't end up using the little storage place last time. That's all right. Another old tin can? Why were they burying so many tin cans around here? Oh my goodness. I've not been having luck with the gem, or the dig sites. But the watering can is very good. And a hammer to boot. I think I actually will go back to the conservatory, or the den, sorry, and open up that trunk. Grab some gems while I'm at it with the watering can. Do some more digging. There we go. Found something actually useful. If only just. Okay. want to go to the right. Huh. Can just choose the cloister here, huh? Honestly, not a terrible spot for it. I do get a gem back from using the watering can. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do some more digging as well. A rock, wonderful. Oh my goodness. Come on, please just give me a key or something. Guess not today. Oh my, 2 locked doors? What in the world? Well, at least the upwards pointed one is the one that's unlocked. Kind of want to save my gems. On the other hand, you know what, let's just do it. There's a higher chance of finding items. Oh, would you look at that? I think that was worth it in the end. Maybe this is the time that I can actually try to go for entering the antechamber. That might not be a bad idea. Since I'm right next to the greenhouse, I'll go ahead and stick the lever in. So the middle door is open with this. Very nice. There's the Great Hall. I almost want to redraw here. I think I will. Let's do the courtyard. Spend a gem but get 2 gems back. Not a bad idea for me. More dice and more coins. Wow, lots of coins this run. Another security door. Interesting. I wonder if they changed it so that security... No, they didn't, because I've changed the security settings before this run, and they didn't stay changed. I don't want to use up all my keys. Let's go back to the start and do some more exploration around that area. I think I actually might open up the outside shed too. I haven't seen the prompt to choose the shrine in this room either since the first time I drafted it. Oh, here it is. Make an offering, receive a blessing. We have a 21 gold this run, so I think it's a pretty good idea to take this. Let's find out what we do. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, did not realize the big hand's behind him. Okay. So I can't go back there. Well, let's find out what this does. Making an offering of coins may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Let's do 20 coins. I have 21. This might be an unwise decision, but I'm really curious. This is my first time using this. You have received the blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop room, gain 1 die, gain 5 extra coins each time you roll a die. Blessing duration 4 days. Well, that's really convenient because I have 4 dice already. So I basically made my 20 coins back. That's good. Lucky me, I suppose. I'm really considering whether I should go and grab the microchip, but maybe I'll wait because I don't know where to use it yet. I'm just afraid I'll get to the point at which I need to use it and then realize that I don't have the steps to go back and grab it. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We could draft the workshop here. Magnifying glass. Very nice. Is there anything that we can do with these items? I don't think there is. Nope. And nope. Need some extra stuff. I can't use the watering can? You gotta be joking. The patio is really good because I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green rooms that I've drafted so far. The patio will spread a gem to each of them. So I think that's definitely worth taking. Okay. And the file cabinet key that I used is completely used up, I suppose. It's no longer there. Oh, that makes up for all the other terrible dig sites I've done. The archives, huh? I don't think... yeah, I don't think that's particularly worth it right now. More money. This one doesn't really help me, does it? I think I'll take the storeroom. Oh, I just realized that this is probably something for the Swimbird book that we were reading about earlier. That would make sense. We did order that book for the library the last time we drafted the library, but I haven't seen an option to go back there yet. Let's hope we get a straightforward one. Well, the archive. Let's re-roll. We could do security. Are we missing anything? Yes. The gems that I was talking about beforehand. Let's go ahead and set the security level to low. And thankfully I shouldn't run into any more of those security doors. Kind of unfortunate that I already have seen 3 so far, though. Drafting a breaker box would allow me to enter those rooms, though. So, there is still a way around it. Six keys and 2 dice. We could make a mad dash for the antechamber if we wanted to. Let's get the Great Hall. Continue on. Honestly, a secret path. We can get into the antechamber, probably. I've already used a corridor. I'd probably want to draft a red room, because that would have the highest chance of actually having a straightforward path, because there's the weight room and there's the archives. Let's do that. I never really took a look around this room either. So there's a pawn in this room. That's about it. Alright, here we go. Let's hope that we get a straightforward one. And if we don't, we still have dice to use. Oh, it's a good thing we have dice. Here we go. Oh man. First look at the real antechamber. Oh, I wonder if that diagram, real quickly before I go explore the antechamber, was referring to like this? Or something here in the archives? I'm not sure. Well, here we go. Oh, so this is where this is. To continue up, you must go down. Oh, well, I will say, this is why I haven't been able to find the basement key. Very cool. Now let's hope I have enough steps to go back outside. I'm pretty sure I do. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can, but no dilly-dallying, that's for sure. Maybe a little bit of dilly-dallying. Are you joking? Are you joking? I hope I draft a bedroom. Alright. I think I can still get out there, but that is a little bit rough. Upgrade disc. Thank you. Don't really go back to security though, but that's all right. Will the dilly-dallying be my downfall? I think it will be. Oh no. Oh no. I get the basement key and then randomly draft the weight room. That has to be one of the most unfortunate things. Is there any way I can get more steps? I don't think so. Oh well. Time to call it a day. And what an anticlimactic ending that is. Well, I suppose we know what we'll be doing next time. Seven green rooms. Wow. The weight room tragedy. Okay, well, given that we kind of know our strategy for this run, I almost think that the main goal is just to make it to the antechamber, and if we find other things, we find other things. But first, let's start off by going to this shed here. I'm thinking that either we just need a basic tool shed, or well, it depends on what we get. Schoolhouse, hovel, or trading post. Not ideal. Schoolhouse might not be terrible, though. Yeah, let's do that. Now, I'm not actually sure if you need to go inside of the schoolhouse to activate it. I'm going to just in case, though. I don't see anything particularly useful. Off we go. To the antechamber. I still cannot believe that last run ended so tragically. Huh, okay, well here's the library. That's really good. Kind of surprised that we're seeing it here. But I'm not complaining. Oh, here's Swimbird. Alright, let's take a look. Author Marigold Marion, title Swimbird. Date borrower. Okay, oh, okay, so we can see the list of people who borrowed the book. So in 85, it was Herbert S. Sinclair. The following time, it was Mrs. Peterson, which I believe are the parents of Marion Marigold. Mrs. Peterson again. Simon. That must be me. Mrs. Peterson again. Anne Babbage. Det. Bon Margle. Det. I'm not sure what that stands for. Is that deputy? It kind of would make sense since she was kind of like the publisher was under investigation, I suppose. And then Simon P. Jones. But why would Anne Babbage request it? Strange. Swimbird by Marion Marigold, Ruffington Red Publishing, 1985. Also, this was in fact a little illustration that we saw in the storage room. So it was for Swinbird. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. A bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird. If you are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. This is kinda sad. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. That's the end of it. Oh my goodness. This is a kid's book. What the heck? That's terrible. But, you know, it kind of relates to how overbearing Finn Aries kind of feels. So, again, probably another politically motivated book. I'll need to come back here with a magnifying glass. Look for anything special. Very interesting. I think I can place another order, though. Where was I supposed to do that? No, it wasn't over there. Where was that? Can I not place an order for a book this time? So, I think the main thing that I'm noticing from this is that dare is always in bold. So it makes me wonder if there's a hidden combination because of all of that. Could be overthinking it though. I can't find where to place an order for a book, so it must not be there because I have a book. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a real shame that I don't have 3 gems, but I don't, so there's nothing I can do about that. Mailroom it is. Order placed. Very good. I think I've seen all of the things there are to see in this room. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for telling me where the best viewers can be located. I really appreciate it. guess I'll go for the nursery, but this is kind of an unfortunate setup I have going on here. Well, that'll help me prevent from getting soft locked. Lever, all right. One step closer to the antechamber. There's the locksmith. But now that I think about it, it's probably impossible to get the basement key at the locksmith. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I'm guessing that you need to pick up the basement key from the antechamber, and then the basement becomes permanently unlocked once you use the key. Could be wrong, though. Okay. There's a better chance we don't soft lock ourselves now. It's very nice. Yoink. So that is 32 minus, so minus 10 would be 22, minus 8 would be 14. 10 minus 1, 9, times 2 would be 18. 2 times 2 would be 4, times 10 would be 40, divided by 20 would be 2. There we go. I saw a lot of people posting videos of this game on YouTube, so I've been doing my best to avoid spoilers, but it'll be difficult. Well, here's a place where I can try to avoid soft locking myself. Very nice. I do need to use a gem for this, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Is this all the same as it was before? I believe so. Unless the grade changes with each subsequent classroom you draft. That would be interesting. I'm not a fan of any of these rooms right now. I could go for the chapel. It would be terrible. Do lose a coin for it, but it is what it is. The garage. Yeah, I kind of do need keys, don't I? Well, there goes my last gem. This might be an unfortunate run. I suppose we'll see. Great hall or parlor? I think I'd go parlor, and then I'll try to draft the great hall later on. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other two statements have identical wording. Oh, this box and the blue box are both empty. This box and the white box are both empty. So they don't have identical wording, meaning that this box here is lying, which means that these two boxes are most likely true, so I'm guessing that the gems are in this box. Yup. On we go. Take a corridor, continue my mad dash for the antechamber. The only issue is that the antechamber is currently still locked. But we might be able to fix that. Okay, yes, it is grade 2 now. Interesting. Oh, okay. So it's the same as the billiard puzzle. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It's starting to add up. A bunch of numbers along the rim. Kind of looks like a sigil outline. So let's find out what Jenny W got wrong here. That looks correct. 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 This is one of the incorrect ones. This is correct. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Wait, is that right? Let me double check here. Yeah. Yellow, subtraction, multiplication, division. Yeah, so this is incorrect. Correct? Oh, sorry, this is correct here. Yes. This is correct. This would be 7 times 3, so this is incorrect. This would be correct. This would be incorrect. So the incorrect ones are this one, this one, and this one. Oh no, poor Rob. What were you doing, Rob? Well, I'm not sure what this does for me. Except for teaching me the rules to the billiard puzzle, which I already know. Maybe it'll come in handy later. By me division. Okay. So I either want to go right or I want the Great Hall. I'll go ahead and take the Great Hall here. Let's use up some keys, shall we? All right. Kind of a guessing game. I want to have at least one secure way that we can go forward still. So we'll do this. Grab the pool. Choices, choices. Time to do some gambling. Aha! This is what I wanted to see. Very nice. The only issue now is that I need to get all the way around to this side of the antechambers, so we'll see how well that works out for us. I don't think it'll work out terribly well, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, this would give me 2 keys. This would give me an additional a lot of steps, but don't particularly need steps right now. So it's a little bit inefficient, but I think this is my best bet. Anything else of note in here? Huh. It's good to know that this has a little window when facing this side. Cool. The freezer, huh? Or the sauna? Hmm. The freezer would give me a bunch of coins to work with next time. And a couple keys. You know what? Oh wait, never mind. Keys stay the same. Or is reset as normally, I should say. This is a little bit of a quick run we did here, but you know what? Let's call it a day. Freezer it is. Not for staff. Master Sinclair's personal freezer. That seems like it is a crystal key. In the demo, that's where the basement key was. Very nice. They changed this to look nicer as well. Good, good. Well, let's call it a day. That was a really fast day. In fact, I might even lump this day in with the next day, but we'll see how it goes. Well, I'll be honest. That last day didn't work out terribly well for us, but, you know, there's always time to have better runs. I think starting off with the library was a little bit rough because it just led us into a bunch of dead-end rooms. Speaking of which, I think this mailroom is worth it. Let's see what we get from Pops this time. Okay, 2 keys, a silver key, and a brass compass. Very nice. Oh, and you can actually, this is where we can see the date, I suppose. 11/5. I guess that was yesterday. So yesterday was 11/5. So today is 11/6. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. All right. Good set of starting equipment we have here. A square. Never seen that before. Could be a sigil. Oh, is it 4 squared? That's probably what it is. Okay. Now, would this be 1 plus 3 squared, or would this be 1 squared plus 3 squared? I'm going to assume it's 1 plus 3 squared. Yes, it was. So this would be 9 divided by 9, which would be 1. All right. Key card. Pretty fancy. Some more money. And I do still have the Blessing of the High Roller, despite my last 2 runs feeling pretty low roll. Need to remember that drafting a shop room actually gives me a couple extra dice, or I think 1 extra die. So definitely worth drafting those. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. So if we're assuming that both of these are true, then this would be the false statement, which means that the gems are in a statement with a false statement, which would mean they would be in here. Yes, makes sense. And it can't be that these are both false. Oh. Could it be that both of these are false? Then this was true. And it's still this box. Very nice. Great Hall again. I'll go with the chapel. Donate some more of my money to the church, but also take a few coins. Let's keep that on the down low. Bedroom or spare room, I wonder. Let's go for the bedroom. Sleeping mask, nice. Let me just step out and step back in. Probably shouldn't have done that into the church, but oh well. We can get another star. Plus 3 steps. Ooh, interesting. Let's take the conference room. Let's see if the left door is locked as well. Nope, it isn't. A little bit concerning. I'll take it though. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that the metal detector could spawn in here. That was pretty nice. Let's use the key here. Can we go further up? Nope. To the side then? Yes, we can. I'm thinking either the Nook or the Commissary. Let's look at what the Commissary has to offer. Sledgehammer. I think I'm definitely getting the set of gems. And then I think I'll save my money in case I end up needing it for something later. Let's use the silver key. Yeah. Okay. So if we take the spare room here, we will know that we'll have a chance of getting to the antechamber if we open the lever in the greenhouse. I think that's probably our best bet. It does block off this area to the right here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think it's worth it. In that case, I probably should just go all the way back to the beginning and start working my way up from there. And if that's the case, I'm going to spend a couple extra steps, but I think it'll be a good idea to buy running shoes to save as much stamina as possible. This is locked, right? Yeah. The locksmith, huh? Take that just in case. Come back to it later. But I do need to remember that I need to spend a gold to get in there. Good place to find the storeroom. 9 gems, that's pretty good. Workshop, huh? Sounds good to me. Broken lever. Would you look at that? Can we combine anything here? Not there. Nope. 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 And no. You can go ahead and spend some gems on the office. Run the payroll, why not? Security. I do have the key card, so I think it's a good idea to take it. Time to increase the number of security doors. I will change the offline mode to unlocked. I think the Great Hall unlocks this door, which would mean I wouldn't be able to access it either way. So I think the nursery is the best choice here. Just make sure we don't run out of steps. Let's do that. Okay. Could draft a kitchen to get another die. I think that's worth it. Turn on the water. If I had a gold, I might spend it on that, but I don't. Don't particularly want to use a key just yet. The garage. I think I want to redraw floor plans and try to get the greenhouse. I think that's my best shot. I can also do the rumpus room and then try to get the greenhouse next time. So let's do that.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Interesting. Well, I guess I'll be checking if all the gates are latched or not. But... oh my. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. Drafting studio? What in the world? I mean, I'm definitely taking that. Thank goodness I have the gems. Is there a chess piece in this room? There's a pawn. Alright. It's me! The Great Hall. Partitioning plan for Wednesday, November 15th. Or 18th, I should say. Huh. Wait, is that today? I guess we can check if that's today. Okay, so the blocked rooms are... so I guess we entered through this way, right? So the left middle and the right far doors are blocked. Or the right middle and the left closest, depending on how that works. Seems like the catty corner ones are the ones with the loot. Oh, drafting strategy. This was one of the books that you could rent from the library, and I hadn't seen it yet. So features. The Drafting Spectrum by the editor. Most Violet Dreams. Guide to Bedrooms. Indoor Verdure. Guide to Green Rooms. Orange Passage. Guide to Hallways. Golden Trims, Guide to Shops, Negative Space, Guide to Red Rooms, Prismatic Rooms, Guide to Multicolored Floor Plans, and Word from the Editor. Oh boy. This is a lot. The drafting spectrum. Blueprints are made more than just blue. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true that most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally, they were all not blue. They were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create the floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This this raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Orius, was was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political. Hello, Cynthia. How are you doing? Good. I'm doing well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome. Oh, I'm playing Blueprints. I'm not sure if you've heard of the game, but it's kind of like a puzzle mystery game where your great granduncle has passed away and he was a baron, and in order to inherit his fortune, he put you up to the task of finding the hidden 46th room of a 45 room estate. As far as what other games I like to play, I previously played a lot of Minecraft PvP, but that has taken a little bit of a backseat to other games. I think the one I play the most right now is Deadlock, which is like a third person MOBA shooter that's being developed by Valve. It's pretty fun. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violets, Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while orange floor plans will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of drafting strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. This game is looking interesting. What would you recommend I should try? I mean, like, I've had a lot of fun playing blueprints, like mystery wise. I think these are old games, but if you've ever played any of the Myst games or Riven or Uru, those were a series of like point and click, or I guess some of them were free roam adventure games from way back when. And this feels kind of similar, but like with some rogue-like elements mixed in. Most Violet Dreams, Architectural Digest Guide to Bedrooms. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet and for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be carefree with their plans for the day. How much will it cost me? The normal game price is $30 right now, and I think up until 5 days from now they have it 10% off, so like $27. Which I'll be honest is kind of a steep price for a game, but I've been enjoying it. And hey, if you don't want to play the game yourself, you can always watch somebody else play it. I learned about this game originally from Aliens Rock, which is another YouTuber who does a bunch of like kind of smaller story driven games, and he played the demo a while back, So that's how I learned of it. And then I just kind of fell in love with the demo and have been trying to, play the full release since it released just a couple days ago. Synergy's sleeping mask, nursery, servants' quarters. Yep, makes sense. Yeah, you should. Indoor Verdure, Architectural Digest Guide to Green Rooms. I am indeed in the States. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Orange Passage, Architectural Digest's Guide to Hallways. Oh, you're from the UK. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder what time it is over there for you because I know that this is not very peak streaming hours for here in the States. It's almost 2 a.m. So this will probably be my last run. And of course, I found this giant book to read through. But that's just the way it is sometimes. Oh, I appreciate that you like the stream. I used to stream several years back and have been starting to get back into it. 7:43 a.m. Very nice. Yeah. I was thinking maybe at some point I'll try streaming some of the Deadlock game I was talking about too, but that's a much more fast paced competitive game, so maybe I'll wait a little bit. Alright. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Golden trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with a shade of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high end fashion item, having a well placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life of the entire household. What do you do besides streaming? I mean, like study or work? Well, right now I'm kind of in a break period as far as like studying and work goes. Earlier, I suppose it was, yeah, a bit ago, I graduated from undergraduate school, college, and kind of have been in a period of rest. And then ideally, I'll be heading off to medical school at some point in the near future. But um, plans are not yet set in stone. So right now, I'm just enjoying the time I have. Oh yeah, what's your suggestion? I didn't see that message. Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Let's see. I'll continue reading here. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, and they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft red rooms are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Prismatic rooms. You may, on rare occasions, notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might be considered a greenery, contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in the volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. For instance, the maid's chamber is both a red room and a purple room. I've done a little bit of drawing, but I'm not great at it. So I'll be honest, I am not exactly looking for something like a VR chat model right now, but if I am, I'll let you know. Let's see. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you have found valuable insights and colorful inspiration in your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors in the ideas of a daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity. Some hoist it up as a display of their own power. Some use it to calculate great sums. But all of us want to find a color we can call our own. Yes, drawing is very difficult, I agree. As I've done a little bit of drawing myself, I know that firsthand. Oh, what? A very detailed paper model of a safe. Okay. I wish I had a magnifying glass with me. This, I believe, is the study. So I know that the code to the study safe is probably linked somehow to this drafting studio model here. Interesting. Anyways, what am I actually supposed to do here? Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your state's draft pool. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Okay, so I can do the dormitory. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a compass room, gain a 10 footsteps. The kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Ooh, that might be nice. The vestibule. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. Oh, huh. Which one do I feel would be the best? This one would give me a lot more options as far as where I could go, but I'm curious about what sort of items the kennel might have in it. So I'll try to choose this. home. Oh wait, okay. They actually have a. You can look at the descriptions. So for the dormitory, these small sleeping quarters, devoid of frills and distractions, are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wish to focus on their studies without interruption. Study and sleep, rinse and repeat. The kennel, home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions. It can be assumed that these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. An, an ornately framed yet modestly sized hall. It had served as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. I might be interested in that at some point. I wonder if the Discord command still works. Let me check. Yeah. So I have a Discord server. So if you'd like to message me on there, feel free. But right now I'm not particularly in the mood or not particularly interested in purchasing artwork. But I appreciate the offer. Hmm. I think I'll go ahead and add the kennel. You've successfully added the kennel permanently to your back wall. All right. Pretty exciting stuff. I'll need to remember to come back here if I find a magnifying glass. I only have 3 gems left, huh? Well, I guess I'll draft the dining room. And then hopefully I'll be able to find the... I've completely lost track of what I'm trying to do here after all that information. The greenhouse, that's what I'm looking for. Gymnasium, huh? I think I try to do some rerolls to get it. Oh, the kennel, it's right there. You know what? Let's take a look at what's here. Oh my goodness! Would you look at that? Little dogs. Cats. Interesting. Hello there? You can pet the dog. Oh my goodness. That is too cute. Okay. As far as actual items are concerned, it doesn't look like there's too much. That's all right. Let's try redrawing and hope that we get the greenhouse. No. Ah, unfortunate. What items do we have here? We have the broken lever. I think we actually just coat check the broken lever so that we have a higher chance of getting it next run. All right. Oh my goodness. Guess there's a little bit more exploring we still could do. But I'm pretty sure we won't be able to reach the antechamber this time. Will do. I'll do that after stream. Well, it's a long shot, but maybe the key we're looking for will show up in the music room. Nope, we got the prism key. Denoted in verse. I wonder what that has to do with it. Afraid I don't know what that means, due to not having much musical experience. Oh, that's right. I can actually see about how the Great Hall looks here. Let's do that real quick. So I would be looking at it from this direction, I believe. So I want to open far left door and the close right door. Coins and a lever. What else do we have here? Oh, we have another upgrade disc. Interesting. Well, at least today won't be a complete waste. Not enough gems for the foyer, unfortunately. Oh, what a cruel fate to be unable to enter the antechamber. Well, let's go back to security, use our upgrade disc, and then I'm afraid we might need to call it a day. But as I said, we unlocked the kennel, and we're getting an upgrade, so it could be worse. A nursery upgrade, alright. If you use less than 10 steps when you enter this room, set your steps to 20. That nurse's station, interesting. Nursery, whenever you draft your bedroom, gate in 8 steps. Indoor nursery. A garden nursery, I suppose. Whenever you draft another green room, 2 gems will sprout in this room. I honestly think that with the amount of trouble I have with steps, that I should just upgrade the base ability of the nursery. Let's do that. That seems like the safest option. I have 29 gold. That's kind of crazy. Well, I guess what I can do is go to the locksmith and try to buy the special keys there. Let's see. Special key. Key to the secret garden, and we're sold out. No! Oh, so unfortunate. I never did the outer room. That might. Oh, wait, I can make it to this room. I have this East Wing Hall up here. So it is still possible to get to the antechamber. How many steps do I have? 57? I can walk out completely and access the outside room to try to ensure I can make it all the way. Let's do that. Using up some of my steps here, but that's alright. I don't think I have a shovel, so I think we'll take a tool shed. The root cellar would have been a good idea too, though, since I have the kennel open. But as it stands, I would need a shovel for the kennel to be effective anyways. Let's go and buy a few extra keys. Surely 5 keys will be enough, right? Oh, that's nice. Oh, and because I have the secret garden key, I can actually access the antechamber through the nook as well. Interesting. I wonder, if I change one of these, does this close back up? I suppose I'll leave it and find out. Anything in particular in here that I can do? I suppose I can dig. Alright. Onwards I go. And are you joking? Now I get the greenhouse? That is too funny. I already coat checked my lever. Well, if worst comes to worst, I know that I can access the nook here. Actually, it's pretty easy to get there too. So I'll just do the boudoir. Get a free gem. Need to go to the right here. Well, that'll do it. I don't think that'll actually do anything this run, but better be safe than sorry. Come on, room to the left. That doesn't require a gem. Yes. Okay, we have reached the antechamber once again. Now let's not run out of steps and actually use the basement key this time. Yoink. Oh, that's right. All the fruit were probably put in this room right here. Yup. Oh my goodness. Don't mind if I do. I never picked up my allowance. Well, don't really need it. I suppose I'll take it. Alright, here we go. Down to the basement. Pretty excited. I wonder if that vision we saw from Alzara with the like creepy skeleton figure was here in the basement. Guess we'll find out. Alright. Oh boy, alright. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look over here first. Alright. I believe that this is what we saw in one of the visions, huh? I wonder if this is the reservoir that was in the pump room. If I drain the reservoir, can I access the dock and use the boat? I wonder. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay, so this is another sigil, I believe. I remember it talking about 3 ways being boat navigation, which makes sense. Points, dreams. Probably basement. Foundation elevator. Concealed entrance. Cliffside exit. Minecart. Fountain entrance. Tomb entrance. Well, the tomb is definitely what I saw in that Alzara vision. Torch chamber. Rotating gear to north lever. 5. Fountain entrance. So this is where I came down. There looks like there's a minecart path here. Basement. Wow, okay. And this is the edge of the lake here. Huh. An upgrade disc, I'll definitely be taking that. Oh boy. This is really coming together. Now, I can't remember which signal or which symbol this is on the side here. I'll need to go back to the video I recorded earlier and take a look at that. Actually, wait, we can probably just do that pretty easily. But continue our journey for now. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, now that I think about it, I think those symbols were ripped out of the book. Oh, and here's the minecart. And it is blocked. Okay. I'll do that in a second, but first I'm going to look in here. Powered, interesting. Oh boy. What in the world? Okay. Whoa. Wow. I'm so glad that this game has so much to do outside of the house itself. Okay, so it's blocked this way. Let's try to pull it this way. Ah, I see. So it is stuck, preventing my escape, if you will. But you know what? I bet what I'm supposed to do is find a way to get through this door through the big cog room. So I'm supposed to have this minecart pulled back so that I can actually pass on through to the other side. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. Okay, this was this room, which I can't really do anything in right now, I don't think. The rays mean it's foggy around the boat. But you know what? I'm going to spend some time double checking that so I don't need to bring it up in a later video. There's gotta be a way to cross this too. Poor Simon not wanting to get wet and just hop in the boat. Sometimes Simon's constitution is amazing, sometimes it is rather pathetic. Most of the time it's rather pathetic, but you know, as I said earlier, being able to reach into a bed of hot coals and pull out a gem and not flinch is rather impressive. Let's take a look down here again. This is the same symbol that was in the middle of the sigil down there. I don't think I have any rooms with queens in them right now, so I'm not going to bother with that puzzle. Orin something. I believe that this is the name of the angel, but I don't know what that means in particular. Maybe it's the name of another country? I'm not entirely sure. Ah, metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous center. So that sigil that we saw probably just referred to a different country. I believe it was it Rinda or something. And I didn't see anything on the outer edge. But you know what? Might want to take a look and double check that real quick. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything around the rim. Very interesting. Well, I suppose that I should go ahead and call it here. Still have one more day of the blessing of the high roller, so we'll be starting off strong next time. But finally got into the antechamber and got the basement key. Glad that happened. Starting to think it wouldn't. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna head off. Call it a day. With 65 steps remaining. Whoa, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we did what we wanted to do. All right. Corporate shopping center of tomorrow. Interesting. Well, if you enjoyed, please let me know what your favorite part of this playthrough so far has been. If there are any spectacular moments you've seen, and I suppose that I'm calling it quits for tonight here, but I'll be back at it soon. Bye.